Did you know that eating sugar is more addictive than cocaine? Yes, it's true. And today in this video, I want to talk to you about what sugar does to your body when you eat it. You're more inflamed, you're fatter, you're sicker, and you're more tired than before you ate sugar. But it's not too late. There's a lot that you can do to turn this around and get rid of sugar out of your life for good. But I'm gonna give you like a little hack. So if you wanna have your chocolate and eat it too, stay tuned in the video. I'll tell you how to do that at the end. So let's get into it. So I'm Dr. Wendy Myers. I'm the founder of MyersDetox.com. And today I wanna talk to you about how you can do a 5-day sugar detox, how you can hack your sugar addiction and get rid of the cravings for sweets and all the harmful health effects that I'm going to talk about in today's video. Is sugar really that bad? I mean, you probably already know it's not very healthy for you, but I'm going to tell you exactly why it is so dangerous for your health and why you want to work towards eliminating it little by little. We're doing a 5-day sugar detox. So what's going on in your body when you eat sugar? So number one, when you taste sugar in your mouth, that signals this 3-alarm 911 fire for your body to produce insulin. So that's a hormone that tells your body to store fat. And it's also a hormone that helps to shuttle sugar into your cells to get it out of your bloodstream, where it can cause a lot of damage to your body, your arteries, your brain, and other very sensitive organs, your kidneys as well. So it's a 911 emergency for your body to get rid of the sugar out of your bloodstream. And that's what insulin does. So when it comes to your health, it's not only about the sugar that you eat, it's about the type of sugar that you eat as well. So there are some sugars that are totally okay to have. So the sugar from fruit and from vegetables and things like that are totally fine to have because they come wrapped in a little fiber package. So your body has to break down and digest this fiber, and that slows down the release of sugar into your bloodstream. But when it comes to processed foods, like we see high fructose corn syrup, natural cane sugar, maple syrup, refined flours, those are released very quickly into your bloodstream, and they spike your blood sugar and they spike your insulin levels, spike your cortisol, your stress hormones very, very quickly. Those are the sugars that you need to avoid in your diet. And if this continues to happen over and over and over years, for a long, long time, even decades, eventually your organs wear out. Your pancreas will lose its ability to control your blood sugar. And this can lead to chronic inflammation, to type 2 diabetes, to heart disease, to weight gain, and other issues we see with uncontrolled blood sugar. So it's really important to start thinking about what you can do now to reduce your sugar intake and maybe even go on a permanent sugar detox. But you have to start somewhere. Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to start practicing, so to speak, and going on a 5-day sugar detox, maybe go on a 3-week sugar detox, and eventually you will start associating that reduction in sugar with feeling better, with having more energy, with not feeling fatigued in the afternoon, with sleeping better at night, with just overall feeling less stress, less blood sugar swings, less mood swings that go along with that. And once you start making that association, you're gonna wanna eat less and less sugar in your diet, but you have to start somewhere. So aside from insulin, sugar also has a really big impact on your hormones. So if you're having a lot of mood swings, if you're having trouble balancing your hormones or hormones are out of whack, sugar is playing a big role in that happening. So research shows that eating sugar can have a big impact on turning off genes that regulate your hormones, especially estrogen and testosterone. Testosterone and estrogen in part regulate a woman's menstrual cycles, her moods, her fertility levels, and even menopause. So basically, eating too much sugar throws the body's natural balance out of order. Our bodies just were not evolutionarily designed to be scarfing down donuts and sugar and candy 24/7. And some people eat sugar all day long, nonstop. Our bodies just can't handle this. Back in caveman times, I know we've evolved over millions of years, cavemen did not have access to sugar. So for millions of years, we just are not capable of handling high amounts of sugar. We're only capable of handling 5 grams of sugar in our bloodstream at any one time. So anything more than that is going to cause this blood sugar response, really raise your insulin, raise your cortisol, raise your stress levels, and throw your hormones out of whack and contribute to obesity. And for many people, and this is including myself in the past, removing sugar out of your diet and doing a sugar detox, it's like cocaine withdrawals, it's like drug withdrawals. And so you literally have to deal with a lot of different symptoms when you are detoxing from sugar. But I'm going to show you in this video about how to mitigate some of those sugar detox symptoms so you can do your sugar detox more easily and do it with success. So eating a lot of sugar also affects your mood and your energy levels. So in many studies, research has shown that people that switch from a low sugar diet to a higher sugar diet have more depression, they have more anxiety, and they have more stress and mood swings as well. Sugar has also been shown to reduce your energy levels and cause fatigue, because you start going in this blood sugar roller coaster where you have an energy dip and you want to eat more sugar, you have cravings here, and then you eat sugar and your blood sugar levels goes up, and then you crash again, then you have low energy again, then you want to reach for some coffee or an energy drink. Most people today are going on this like energy blood sugar roller coaster, and on this video I want to show you how to just stop that in its tracks so you have even levels of energy and concentration and good mood all day long. And so I know a lot of you guys have tried to stop eating sugar at some point. Maybe you went on a diet, maybe you've done different sugar detoxes, and I know it's really, really hard. It's hard to change your diet. It's hard to stop eating sugar and reduce those carbohydrates. So I'm going to show you how to do a sugar detox in this video that's going to help you have success if you haven't had it in the past. So for starters, it's really important to embrace that your biology is stronger than your willpower. So I know many of you done diets or try to change your diet and you maybe felt like a failure because you didn't have the willpower to stop it. But your biology and the sugar addiction that so many people have today is very strong. It's like having a drug or a cocaine addiction. So don't beat yourself up at all. Today we're going to show you how to hack your biology and kick your sugar addiction. So it's not your fault that you're having a hard time resisting your sugar cravings and stopping eating sugar, especially if it's been part of your diet for years or even decades. And so what I want to do is set you up for success. And so the first thing I want you to do is to click below and download my 5-day sugar detox guide. And that's going to give you all of the tips, all of the instructions, even a 5-day menu plan that you can do. It's very, very clear, all the directions through this 5-day sugar detox. So just download that below. So the first step is you want to avoid all sugar. So this is, obvious, but you also want to avoid fruit as well during this time. I said below that eating fruit is okay, but that's going to be after we do this kind of a 5-day sugar diet that I want you to try. And so the reason that is because when you eat the fruit, even from sugar, it's going to potentiate more cravings for sugar. So I don't want you to taste anything sweet during this 5-day sugar detox. So that's step number 1. You also need to avoid all foods that contain any kind of sugar, high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, fructose, cane sugar, even things like agave, brown rice syrup, beet sugar, coconut sugar, invert sugar, and fruit juice. So these are all different forms of sugar that you'll see on a food ingredient label, and some of them don't sound like sugar, but they are, and these are things you need to eliminate on this 5-day sugar detox. Number 2, we want to keep your blood sugar stable. So that's going to include eating breakfast. A lot of guys don't like to eat breakfast. I'm bad about that myself. But when I find I eat a breakfast, even if it's just a small breakfast with some protein and some healthy fats, I find that my blood sugar is more stable throughout the day. So you can eat a couple of meals or maybe 3 smaller meals, but you want to make sure you're eating snacks consistently or meals consistently, and some snacks if you need them that include protein and healthy fat, and that's going to keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day. And if your blood sugar is stable, you're going to be less prone to wanting to reach for that sugary snack. We don't want your blood sugar dropping too low so that you crack and you have a moment of weakness and want to reach for a cracker or some candy. So number 3, you want to plan your meals. So planning your meals for the week is a really good strategy to go to the grocery store, have all the ingredients you need to make healthy recipes. In the meal plan below, and the 5-day detox plan below that you can download, I've got a 5-day meal plan that is a great plan to helping to kick your sugar craving. So just download that below. So number 4, you want to eat nutrients that will support your sugar detox. So some great nutrients to be consuming during this time are melon, gymnema, turmeric, and cinnamon. So these are all known for their ability to help balance your blood sugar. So you want to make them part of your diet if you can, and take them as supplements. Not all these can be eaten as food. So number 5, you want to support your liver. So your liver is on the front lines of managing your blood sugar. When you eat a big carbohydrate meal, a huge plate of pasta with some bread, or you eat a big box of chocolates, which some of us do, it shoots your blood sugar up, and your liver is kind of on the front lines of that response as well, and helping to put out that 3-alarm fire. And so it's really important to support your liver when you're doing a sugar detox. So one of the things that you can do is take liver supporting herbs. So you can take dandelion, milk thistle, burdock, and you can take seaweed as well. So broccoli sprouts are the #1 liver support food. They're the #1 detox food on the planet. They're super rich in sulforaphane and other nutrients to help support all the different phases of detox that the liver needs. And so taking broccoli sprouts or eating broccoli sprouts is a great way to support your liver during a 5-day detox. That's why I designed my superfood supplement daily detox to help support your liver. It has all these foods that I just mentioned in it, all these herbs and foods to support your liver. It's a great thing to do during this process while you're doing a 5-day sugar detox. So I personally believe everyone's liver is really overwhelmed today. We have a lot of toxins our liver has to deal with. We have over 500 toxins on average in our body. We have 140,000 toxins in our environment. So super important to think about what you can do more to support your liver. So I have a great video that you can check out right here. It's the top 10 foods to support your liver, so go check that out. Number 6, you need to stay hydrated. So for many people, when they're thirsty, they can very easily confuse that craving for a sugar craving. So just by staying hydrated, you can dramatically reduce your sugar craving. So super important. So you don't need to be drinking this 8 glasses a day. That's been debunked. You can just follow your thirst and try to get a little bit ahead of your thirst, and always have a water bottle next to you. You want to drink at least a few glasses of water a day, because you also get water from your food as well. So the more vegetables and fresh foods that you're eating, the more water you'll get from your diet. But you don't need to be drowning yourself in 8 glasses of water a day. But when you do drink water, you want to make sure you're drinking spring water or purified water with a water filter. That's super important. And I created a really important video, like the toxins in your water. You can check that out right here. You really need to be purifying your water and not drinking water from the tap. The tap water has hundreds of toxins in it, which is not the right choice to hydrate you. Okay, so number 7, you can eat some sugar alternatives, not during the 5-day detox, but after you do your 5-day detox, you can do some sugar alternatives. So there's some not natural ones and some not so natural ones. So the ones that are on my okay list are stevia. I also like xylitol and mannitol. Those are great. I also love monk fruit as well. That also goes by the name Lakanto. So those are all totally fine to eat, but preferably after you do your 5-day sugar detox. Number 8, so you need to say no to chemical sweeteners. So these are artificial sweeteners that are made with chemicals. So those include aspartame, Equal, NutraSweet. All of these sweeteners actually can kill your brain cells, and they have a lot of other very damaging health effects I think people aren't aware of. So I have another video you can watch right here if you want to learn about some of the dangers of artificial sweeteners. It may surprise you. So what should you expect on a sugar detox? So some of the symptoms can be unpleasant. You can have brain fog, you can have fatigue, you can be a little bit more irritable, because remember, you are going through a withdrawal. So you are going to have to put up with some uncomfortable symptoms. But after a few days, you're going to notice these symptoms subsiding. So you'll notice your cravings begin to subside. You'll have more energy. You'll be sleeping better. You'll feel better in general when you start getting that even blood sugar control that you may not have experienced or felt for years. So don't worry, some of these negative, uncomfortable symptoms will subside, I assure you. So if you're still struggling after your 5-day sugar detox, you might want to consider extending it a few more days. And some people can take up to 3 weeks to conquer their sugar cravings, just to be aware of that. But after that, it becomes much easier to eliminate sugar, to resist sugar, to detox sugar out of your life permanently. Because remember what I said earlier, you have to start somewhere. You can't just eliminate sugar completely out of your diet. For me, it took a lot of practice. It took, trying a few days here and a few days there, and then we all can kind of crack or have a temptation and eat that sugar again. So give yourself a break. It's okay if you crack sometimes and you have some sugar, but the point of this 5-day detox is to begin to practice removing sugar from your diet and associating those good feelings with how you feel when you eliminate sugar from your diet, and you'll get better and better and better at it. I promise you. Today, I very rarely crave sugar. I'm human, yes, sometimes I crave sugar and I have some, but it's much easier for me to resist because it's not a part of my regular diet. And I did that with practice, with doing 5-day detoxes over and over and over until it became more of a habit than an exception. So let's recap on some of the things that I covered today. So hundreds of millions of people are dealing with sugar addiction. It's very, very strong. Sugar is everywhere in our environment. It's tempting us all the time. But it's really shocking, the association that's found in the research between high sugar intake and chronic inflammation, diabetes, obesity, hypertension, heart disease. It really is incredibly dangerous to your health, and you need to start finding ways to eliminate it out of your diet. And even more important is the impact that sugar can have on your energy levels, on your concentration levels, on your hormones, on your fertility, on your weight. Sugar impacts everything in your body. So I want to provide this plan for you down below. Download my 5-day sugar detox, which gives you tons of tips to do this detox. It gives you a 5-day meal plan and all the tools and tips that you need to successfully complete this 5-day detox. And trust me, it's worth it. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna start to lose weight, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna have more mental clarity. So take the time to do it. I'm Dr. Wendy Myers. Thanks for tuning into this video today. I hope that it helps you. And if you feel like someone that you love or care about, friend or family, needs to hear this message, please share this video with them.